when I put a pin into my whole behavior, my whole attitude, my whole lifestyle started switching and changing. I put it to the lack of a father presence. Pops wasn't around. He would call and be like, I'm coming to get you. And I would pack my bags, be so super excited. You know, Pops coming through, have him by the door waiting and ready to go, right? No show. This came up, that came up, wasn't able to, make it happen. So I'll be back here to get you. And I would fall for it every time. I would get back, get that bag packed and ready to go, right? And then it just one day, man, just the age of 12, it hit me. It was like, you know what? Yo, forget a dad. Forget a man. I don't need a man in my life. I am the man, And I started thinking like that. So I'm looking in my neighborhood and trying to identify what a man is and what a man looked like. Well, the way I grew up, if you could fight real good, not only was you a man, but you was the man, especially if you knocking jokers out. If you could smoke your weed and you could outsmoke everybody else, you the man. If you could outdrink everybody else, you the man. If you just sexing all the girls, you the man. So all of these things is what's identified as a man, the way that I grew up. Just to backdrop a little bit more, before I even got to 12, man, I was a great kid. Made good grades, sports driven, active, just all of those things, right? And now I'm at this shift, I start selling a little bit of weed, sexually active, start smoking a little weed. I used to hate the way a cigarette smell and smoke in general. And now I'm pushing past these things to try to become something that, first of all, I was never meant to be. And then another thing, it's a complete lie what a man should be. But I don't know this. I'm thinking I'm keeping it real. By the time I'm 14, I guess I'm straight up a dick because I'm smoking weed every day, all day at this point, right? 15, dropped out of school, and I started hanging with this girl who was selling crack, and she was making a lot of money. So I began to be enticed by how much money she made. She'll make a store run or something like that, and I would just hold the crib down and start pushing a couple of bags of cracks or whatever, and I'm realizing it's a lot of money involved. So I end up moving in, and that's how I added that part of the drug game to my life. 15, 16, 17, man, all these things just started to intensify. More money, more drugs, more sex, shootouts, robberies, fighting, the whole nine, just doing it all, just into sin even deeper, right? Now I'm also picking up the gift to write. I love the write stuff that just made you, want to knock a lamp over, punch a hole through a wall type stuff, and this is my whole mindset. And I'm on the porch. I started looking at the sky, and I'm like, you tell me. I don't know why I'm saying this, right? But I'm like, you tell me. I say this about 3, 4, 5 more times. You tell me. And then I heard a voice speak to me, and as it was speaking to me, I started writing what I heard. It said, if I tell you that I told you, then you still wouldn't believe it. I done showed you when you seen it, but you walk with the demons for all the wrong reasons. Look at the seasons and mysterious disasters. This life is soon after. You need to get in church and talk to your pastor. Mind blown. And it wasn't even just the words that were spoken. It was that brick wall that I had around my heart. I just felt it fall and collapse. And for the very first time, man, I just felt the presence of God in a place of convicting me about my life and how I'm thinking that I'm living life, keeping it real, but in essence, my whole life is a lie. So now I'm on the porch trying to figure out what the next steps are. I hear this voice be like, you think it's that easy? You think God wants you? You think you saved? Like, why would God want you? And I'm sitting here thinking like, you know what? That's so true. Why would God want me? And I take a walk down the street, right? And I'm hearing these voices again as I'm contemplating what just happened. So I start grabbing on my dreads and I'm pulling on them, and I'm like really just in a bad spot. So I go back to the house and I'm like, hey, look, God, I don't know much, but what I do know is that you baptize people and you created the world in 7 days. And when you baptize people, that you was washing away their sins. So I'm over in a tub of water, count to 7 when I go under. And when I come up, I ask that you make me clean. So I did that. I ran a tub of water, filled it up, got in the water, went under the water, held my breath for 7 seconds. And then when I came up, I saw 2 streams of smoke coming from my waist. And I'm looking down at the smoke, jaw dropped. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid, but I'm at awe because I know God is cleaning me out, right? So I get out the tub, and I had a big mirror in my bathroom, and I look at the mirror, and I remember these voices coming back again, and I just start crying. I just break, man. I just start crying again, man. And I'm like, yo, God, I can't tell the difference between you and Satan. I'm hearing these voices. I'm not sure what to do, I don't know who's who type thing. And I heard God speak to me just as plain as I'm talking to you. He was like, for now on, when I end my sentence with you, I'm going to finish it with my son. You no longer belong to the devil, you belong to me. And that thing blessed me so much so that I started feeling good instantly because I felt his presence. I felt his peace, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. Then right behind that, I get a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Homie basket case stayed right behind me, right? And you know what I'm saying? Man, quick little backdrop on that. First of all, man, he was one of the most talented people I ever met, and he knew the Bible more than anybody I knew. And he would talk to you about God, but in the middle of that, he'll switch, and you could see the shift, and it won't be quite right, you know what I'm saying? And then people said all types of things, but nonetheless, he's at the door, and he's knocking on the door, boom, 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 boom. I open the door, I'm like, yo, what up? And he was like, the only reason why God saved you is because you stayed behind the devil himself, and I was gonna kill you, and walked off. Now, to me, that didn't even put fear in me, because to me it was like reverse confirmation. Because I'm sitting here battling with my thoughts if I'm saved or not, and then this joker come to the crib like the only reason why God saved you. You see what I'm saying? Like the only reason why God saved you is that was the bullet point that I was locked in on. And I'm thinking now, so I know that this is real. This the encounter is real. God saved me, and now I'm tripping. I'm tripping because I haven't told anybody about my situation. It's literally happening in real time. And the joker just show up at the crib like that out of the blue. I mean, no conversation, no talk, was wild to me. Now, the first instruction God gave me when I got saved was throw the dope away. So mind you, I had about a couple of ounces of crack and a couple of pounds of weed. So he like, throw it away. And I'm sitting here like, I remember talking to God, right, trying to bargain. I was like, hey, yo, God, let me give it to my homeboy up the street. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, once he pushed it all or whatever, he just hit me back with a fee, you know what I'm saying, for the dope. And I was like, yeah. And God was like, throw it away. Then I was like, well, hey, God, I'm still at it, right? I'm like, I'm trying to get around. I'm like, hey, God, because the word was, it's crazy. Even in the dope game, the word was blessing somebody. I was like, well, God, let me just bless him with a pack. And then, because I'm done, but let me just bless him with this pack. Because I knew in my heart that if I blessed him with that pack, it was enough off of it that no matter what, he would have came back and hit me off with something. I was still trying to get a little something, right? So, you know, I'm trying to outdo God with one, and God was like, nah, he won't go on for it. He was like, throw it away. So I did what he said. I got all my dope, I threw it away. Now, I don't remember what day it was, but I do remember this, though. It was crazy, because once I put it in the trash, I just remember that whatever day it was, the trash man came the day before. So it's in the trash the whole week. And the reason how I tell you this is because temptation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the dope is in the trash can, and you tempted to kind of go and get it from here time to time, you know what I'm saying? And I held strong though. But here's the kicker. So I had a guy that stayed on the other corner, and his mom owned the store, and he would get money from her or whatever, or take it from the store or whatever, and he would purchase about $400-500 at a time worth of 20s too. So that's even no weight. Just anyway, another story. But he came to the crib and he knocked on the door. He was like, hey, yo, Cream, let me get, you know, I got 500. You know what I'm saying? Let me get right. And I was like, I don't sell dope anymore, bro. And he was like, yo, stop playing, man. Come on, I got things to do. Let me get that, and I'm gonna be gone. I was like, hey, look, for real, man, I don't sell drugs anymore, man. I quit. You know what I'm saying? I tried to tell him, you know what I'm saying, I gave my life to Christ situation. He wasn't hearing it at first. Then he looked at me again. He was like, yo, you for real? I was like, yeah, I don't do it anymore now. I had already glanced over at the trash can 2 or 3 times. So I was thinking I was like 500, quick lick, and let's be finished. But I was like, nah, God said, throw it away, I'm done. He left, and that's the whole Porch experience about how I came to Christ. I lived for a whole year, diving into his word hard, and I'll be telling you more about that in part 3, and also the fight that drove me back to the streets.